So now we can compile our JavaScript and our Sass into CSS. We are going to just start a server, right? So actually, before we do that, right, I don't want to like run build CSS, build JavaScript every time I do something. So I want to combine these two into a single build command. So you can do this, right? So when you do, all I'm saying is whenever I do npm run build, I want it to run this command, CSS and npm run build JS. So this will run both build.js and build CSS when I type npm run build. So if I do npm run build, see it builds the JS file and then it builds the CSS file. So it's very handy if you want to combine them together. And the next thing, we need a server. Basically, we need a server to serve our file. So at the moment we don't have any server that we could use. So I'm going to use Python. You can definitely use any static server that you want. You could be Express or simple nodes HTTP server. But just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to use the Python simple HTTP server command. So let's define a server command, right? So we can do how should I do this? I want to add a server command, and I'm going to, so remember we start out at the root directory, so I want to go inside the build folder, and then I want to run Python -m simple HTTP server at port 8000. Got the colon here. So this will, when I do npm run server, this will go into the build folder and then it runs the Python HTTP server command. This command basically starts a simple static server and then at whatever the directory that you're in. So if I do an npm start server right now, npm run server, sorry. So it will start a server at port 8000. So if I go to my browser right now and go to localhost 8000, and you see it runs the HTML, it basically runs this build folder inside a server. So the index.html is automatically run, and we have our project. So this is a really simple way to have a server running to, see our changes, see our project, how it looks like. I really like it. It's really simple. So now we have all of that. I want to do something that will make our lives easier. Is that when you're developing, you're changing files all the time, and you don't want to restart the server every time you change a file. It's very annoying. So I'm going to give you a script where every time we make a change, when you press save on any file on the CSS or JavaScript folder, it will automatically restart the server, and then it will automatically compile all the JavaScript and CSS and then restart the server so you can see your changes instantly. So this can be done through the magic of node-mon. Node-mon is a very useful module we can use to make this happen. So let's try to write this thing and see how it's done. Okay. So we are going to use node-mon. So E will basically watch for certain extensions. So I want to watch all the JavaScript file in our project, all the SCSS file in our projects, and then whenever they change, whenever any of these files change, I want to execute this command. So remember, npm run build is something we defined before. It will compile the CSS and JavaScript, and then we do npm run server, which will run the server for us. And then we are going to do something where we ignore the build folder, because the build folder will always, after you run these two scripts, the build folder will change, will be updated, and it contains the JS file. So if you do that, if you don't ignore the build folder, Nomon will just keep running forever in an infinite loop. So you don't want to do that. So that's pretty much it. So if I think we have a server ready. So if I do NPM, whenever we want to do something, we do NPM start. It will run the Nomon, and then it runs the server at 8,000. So now if we go there again, it still works, right? We have our server. So let's say I'm now working on our project, let's say I want to change our CSS folder. Let's change our set headings, okay? Let's change it to red. So if I press save, you see, like, I don't have to restart the server. This automatically changes and updates for us. It compiles the Sass and compiles the JS instantly. So give it a second for the thing to run, and it updates. So this is very very nice and very simple to do. So I hope you'll find out the power of Nomon. It's very powerful. So there you go. You have a simple static server set up, and it's very. It wasn't that hard to do. So I hope you read more into NPM scripts. As an exercise, I'll leave it to you. There's a thing with Browserify where you can do a live reload of the server. So you probably have to do Express, but you have this capability where whenever I save a file, the browser will basically refresh for you. So I don't have to manually press refresh for me. So I want to leave that as an exercise for you to figure it out yourself, and hopefully in your process of finding that answer, you'll learn more about the simplicity of NPM build scripts. So I hope you enjoyed this live coding session. Oh, I just realized that the JavaScript is not running on this page. So let's see what's going on. If I open up the console, I had an alert for hello world. So it looks like the JS and main.min.css.js is not working. So if we look at our script, we're simplifying all of our JavaScript to be in the file called script.min.js. So the file is called script.min.js, not main.min.js. So if I save this, right, since the build folder is not being watched, we'll have to restart our server manually. And then if we head over here, and there it is. The alert box works now. So, great. Thanks for watching my video, and thank you for your continued support for Pentaco. Visit the Pentaco website for more web dev articles, news, and tips and tricks. And be sure to subscribe to our social media channels to get updates regularly. I'll see you in the next video.